We are. What a shocker.
Wow.
And we are roughly
Debbie.
on time, not terribly late today. Thank you so
Hi,
much
Debbie.
for joining us. We've got a lovely crew in the house today. Can we go around the room and say hello and just say what our channels are about? Introduce yourself. What's your channel about? Starting with you, Rhonda. Boom, put you on the spot straight away.
All right. I'm Rhonda Hensley. My channel's name is Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. And my channel's about helping women build a strong relationship with themselves that will sustain them as they transition through all the stages of their life. That's kind of my mission. But it's a lot about different things, but most personal development and things that we struggle with, like that.
Yep. And psychotherapist?
Yes, I am. I'm a licensed professional counselor. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you, Rhonda. Mrs. Paula?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the chat. I see lots of friends on already. Thank you for coming. Well, I am Paula from Mrs. Paula Does Retirement, and I like to have fun on my channel with my alter ego, Hilda Joy. And I like Joy, and her friend Mitzi is here in the panel as well. And I like to do shorts about my dog and our cows, and I like to do organization and decluttering around my home.
Yeah. Nice. Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie, and I did change my channel name. I took my, what did it say before? Oh, I think I took the word life
Retired.
out. I put an apostrophe in.
A whole apostrophe.
Well, I think it was
you're hanging it out there, Evie.
I think it was Evie Retired Life, and I changed it to Evie's Retired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's just it. So that I noticed when it came up on the little tag. Anyway, my channel is kind of all over the place. It's what I'm busy doing, what I enjoy doing, and I like making videos, and I like to talk, and I like all the people I've met on here. And I think everybody is pretty relatable that I talk to on a regular basis.
Yeah. Yeah, nice one. Thanks, Evie. Julie?
Hey, everybody. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. I'm also known as the Creative Life Midwife. And my channel is your cozy corner for inspiration, storytelling, and all things creativity. So especially if you've always wanted to write but weren't sure where to start, you found your place on my channel. We'll get you started and get you going and continuing. That continuing thing is really the missing link for many people. Yeah. So whether you are an empty nester, you're nearing retirement, or just starting a new chapter or some phase of your life, you'll find encouragement and inspiration for a more meaningful, joy-filled life on my channel. So it's great here to be with all of you ladies. Once again, I'm so grateful that you include me.
Dude, you're always invited. Okay, this is just a Friday night thing. If you're around, you're all always invited.
Yay!
Thank you.
Because we people come and go, like they get busy. You've got like a period of traveling or doing what you're doing, or long weekends and special things and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you, Julie. Allison, I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while.
I know. It just seems like life is getting me like everywhere. But I'm Allison's Life After 50. I think I've changed it to like 55 because I'm going to hit 60 real soon. So I do a little bit of everything. This week I've done my antique hauls because my booth, I've been selling a lot. So I've had to replenish, which is never a problem. So I got excited. I did a haul. I think I'm going to be putting that up pretty soon. I'm not into toys, like old toys, but boy, did I strike it big with Fisher Price today. Ooh,
wow. Oh my gosh.
Excited.
Oh my gosh. What sort of Fisher Price stuff did you find?
I got a Fisher Price house.
Ooh.
And then the house, it was in good shape. And then the house had all the people and the furniture and the outside toys and the cars. And she had every little thing priced out, like each piece priced out. So I was going to get the house for $25 because I looked online and it was selling higher than $25. and I was going to get a couple pieces, and then like thinking I was going to beg my husband to go back tomorrow because I have to work, because tomorrow everything is going to be 25% off. But then she goes, well, if you want, I can make you a deal on the whole set. And I'm like, what's a deal look like? And she starts adding it up, and she goes, well, I'll let you take everything for $50. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. So when I got home, I added up like all her little stickers and everything, and it was $97. Her stickers alone were $97, but I went online to see exactly what the mid-range was, like $200 and some odd for everything. So, and I don't look to sit on it. I look to sell it. Like,
Yeah.
So for me to get it for $50, I turn around and sell it maybe for $100. You know, and somebody, that's a steal for somebody just to get it for that.
Yeah.
But what else did I struck big this week, and I wasn't even really trying to go. It was like, oh, I think I'll try it, because I got a surprise grandbaby girl the end of last week. She came 2 months early, and 3 pounds and 16 inches long. Very long baby. But
3 pounds. Wow.
Yeah. My daughter had preeclampsia, and her blood pressure was skyrocketing so high. They said, we have to take her now. The baby was doing fine, but my daughter wasn't. So we got a grandbaby, and she's still in NICU, but she's doing well. And so it's just being diagnosed like 4 years ago with Parkinson's. There's so many things about life that I'm like, I want to share this with somebody.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is that my family have kind of my living legacy of things that I'm thinking about, things that I'm doing that they don't always know are behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I love to be funny about things, even heartfelt things. It's humor sometimes is the easiest way to deal with things. So, in meeting all of you. So my channel is really my crafting, my everything, everything. Trying to organize my house is like a joke, but I try.
Yeah. Can you see this comment from Peter? Alison needs to start a tutorial on what to look for when buying items for resale. She's killing it. Have you done it? You haven't done a video like that before, have you?
No, because I just go, and when I see something,
Yeah.
it's like it strikes me because I've seen it out in the wild before, or I watch other people and I'm seeing what they're buying. So, and it's selling. That's the most important part. It's selling.
Yep, exactly.
And my therapy business is kind of sitting in the wayside, but I got to get my CEUs started. So I'm going to be busy studying pretty soon.
Okay, just a little bit on the boil there, as always, for you, Alison, eh?
Yeah, just a little.
Yes, Peter, you need to get some white hoodie action. Right, amazing. And my channel, I'm just encouraging people to start on YouTube and to keep going, like exactly what Julie's saying and what all of us say all the time. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I just think it's a real superpower. And Dan the Creator, do any of you guys watch some Dan the Creator?
A little bit.
Exactly. I don't always, because I don't know. But anyway, he was just, one of the things he was really talking about was just that whole, they're always saying it, aren't they? That just keep going. And you know what? Sometimes we don't watch a channel for a while, and then we might go back 6 months later. Someone might just pop back on our feed, right? And their channel's a lot bigger, and you kind of go, it's impressive. And it's a good reminder about them not stopping. Yes, she is our queen, Peter.
Who's your queen?
Paula.
Yeah.
Paula, I do a little nod to you in my current video. I should have put a little timestamp in there. So,
I saw that.
Just gone straight there, but it's 3/4 of the way through. So do a little shout out to you.
Okay, I've watched half of it, but I haven't watched all of it yet. So I will, when I finish watching it.
There's a little Easter egg there for you. And thank you so much for everyone for joining. And all of you ladies are all streaming. Rhonda, your people, are you streaming to your channel?
I got it set up now in the thing, it says I have to connect to my YouTube account to join the live chat.
Because that was something that I thought might have been in that sort of hookup process.
Well,
but if you want to try,
here. So if I get kicked off,
you get kicked off, come back. So I'll look out for you. Yeah, do that.
Okay. That's what I did before.
It happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. It's just kind of like, and I don't know what it looks like, but do it. We'll look out for you if you come back. All right. So the other thing too, everyone in the chat, just so that you know, that it is my understanding that when we are watching from everyone's channels, which is the best thing to do because you're there for your person. So that's really, really great. But that's why I'm chucking up all the comments come through, just in case you don't see them come through on all of your feed. I'm just going to do my best to go pop, 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 pop. So yeah, today we are talking about the creative mindset and personal development. And we've just got 4 simple questions, and we're going to do like a little around the room. And we're also obviously very interested in what your thoughts are about these things too. So, Rhonda, did you manage to hook up?
Yes, I did.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. The first question is, and while I'm asking the question, just so everyone knows, have a bit of a think, anyone, about if you want to go first, so you can like volunteer yourself really quickly after I ask the question. So, first question is, what skill have you developed because of YouTube that has spilled over into other areas of your life? What skill have you developed because of YouTube that has spilled over into other areas of your life? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Lovely.
Unless someone else is dying to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hear you reading the question, and I still have to read it to myself off my phone again so I can get it in my head.
Yeah, cool.
Yes. One skill that YouTube has helped me develop is to be less afraid, less nervous about doing something new or trying something new, because starting a channel was a big deal for me. I knew nothing about the technology involved in YouTube. I had no knowledge of YouTube whatsoever, and I just plunged in and did it, and I am still learning daily as I go. And that has spilled over into just helping me try new things. I'm volunteering with a youth agency that is new to our county, and I didn't even have to think twice. I just jumped right in. I don't know these people. They're new to me, but I just was able to jump right in, and I really attribute a lot of that lack of fear and lack of nervousness to YouTube. So thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Who wants to go next?
Don't make us pick someone.
Don't make us volunteer you, Julie. Okay, Evie.
I think that it has made me appreciate more what's in nature and what's going on with people, because I kind of see it as a oh shoot.
What's the matter, Evie?
Well, my screen went away.
Oh, we still see you.
We see you.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I see the music started playing in my. Can you hear my music?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, good. It'll quit then. So I just noticed like what's going on with people, because as I've watched more people videoing out like in public and so on, I just see there's like photo opportunities, video opportunities. Not that I'm going to do that, but there's so much out there that I feel like I was missing before I started looking for content of my own. Yeah, and that's basically it. I think I just appreciate more things that I see now.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, and do you know what too? And the other thing too, Evie, is like you make videos about things. It's it's almost like some of these things that we just take for granted, or we think of as maybe routine things or something, like with your bed making. Yeah, see how that's really stuck in my mind. Your bed making,
or like Tracy does, where she showed like she did her August, and it was like outdoors, indoors, the cat drinking water or whatever it was. And it's interesting when it's someone else's life, and I don't want to say take it for granted, but we skim over it.
We do.
And it actually really is interesting to a lot of us.
Yeah, absolutely right.
I guess I'll piggyback on that is picking up the camera. Because you guys remember a few months ago, I bought an inexpensive camera, and because I decided I wanted more videos. Yeah, we put them on our phones, but then nobody else sees them.
Yeah.
But by having a video camera, it's really fun to hear my mom's voice. She's still with me. I'm very lucky, but to actually hear the family's interaction at the table and to watch everybody, and everybody's like, don't put the camera in my face. Like, I'm not afraid to put the camera in my face anymore. Like, even though I've got the double chin and the bat wings, I don't care. It's like, pick up the camera. It's like, woohoo.
Yeah, just do it already.
Just do it, because I realize how much fun that is to hear other generations, like hear their voices instead of just seeing them. And so it's so important. And so now I used to be the one hiding behind the camera, and now it's like I don't think twice about picking up the camera.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw someone in Rob the Maritimer's latest video, I think it was on his post or something, that they said, I'm 26 years old and I love watching you. Wow. And I'm sure that we see our analytics, we've got variety of ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice one, Alison. What about you, Julie?
I've been thinking, I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I was quiet also for a long time. So I think what I've learned most recently, I started to come back to my channel this spring. And I've learned that it's never too late to start again. And this time I'm starting and I'm continuing. And in the past I would start and I wouldn't continue. And so I enjoy seeing my old content too. I enjoy seeing my old self, and all my different hair colors and hairstyles is really fun. But I also learned, because about a year ago, I joined a business building program, and they had very specific ways they told us to make our videos, and that was not me.
Wow.
And so when I look at those videos, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I didn't take their advice. I'm so glad that I came back to being exactly who I am and not trying to go by anybody else's prescription, that I am back in the saddle as me and not trying to fit someone else's mold. So I guess you could say that YouTube taught me that being myself is the most important of all. So.
Yeah. How did they teach making videos?
Oh gosh.
And what year was this? So we put our mind back to what
this was last
like.
year. This
okay.
Yeah, it's recent, like a year ago. I was doing this. They're very, like, when you watch their videos, they talk super fast and they're very salesy. And so they were very much about selling, and that, the people who are watching you are prospects and people who you want to sell. And I'm like, I want to love people.
Yes.
But for me, the important thing is about connection. And if I help people get to be better writers, or even get to find their voice, or whatever it is, journal, then I feel like I've done good for the day. And that's where I am. I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring people or any of that. So it was really interesting watching the videos that I did not post, because I could see how uncomfortable I was. How that particular group of people just made me feel very uncomfortable about being myself. So I'm glad that
it really wasn't you.
Yeah. Because I know, like I've said before, I've done a lot of work in different communication channels, in radio, but also live streaming 10 years ago. That's so hard to believe, but it was 10 years ago that I started live streaming. So I'm comfortable on the camera. I can do all of that. But I'm most comfortable on the camera being myself, 100% being myself, not trying to be somebody that I'm not.
No. And Mrs. G is saying, I look back at my old content and some are cringy, but others are pretty good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had some really great, and there's some things that, I'm still talking about all these years later. So, but the stuff that I was making like a year ago that I didn't publish, I'm glad I didn't publish it, because it's not me. It's me trying to do, I'm trying to give of a metaphor comparison. But
Oh, I know. Commentating the races.
it's like, yeah, it was just not good.
No. Isn't that
No,
nice?
well, I don't know.
Tracy's saying?
Well, I'm trying to think of like a different style. It's like I like I'm an actor, one of the things that I do, and so I try to keep my acting very real. We talk of being true, and versus doing melodrama, which is very not true, very 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 campy and very like different. Not I don't know how else to describe it, but
yeah.
Okay,
awesome. Yep. I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. You're having fun. Like your live the other day, your replay, I saw you boom straight into it, and it was just really cute. It was really cute because you were like and was it Debbie? Debbie came on.
Yeah, she did.
She did, and it was so sweet the way you were chatting with her. But you did such a good job, and I just thought everything's. I'm thinking I'm literally taking notes here because I've done one solo live, and I'm just like chat, like or the whole thing, but. You're a bit of a pro, so you did such a nice job.
It felt so good again though, because I was practicing with StreamYard again, because I used to do lives like every Sunday. I would do planning lives, but I also, we'll talk about other things we've learned, but even just since I've been back, I've learned more things I can do with my lives than I did before. And my next level up is I want to do lives with my phone, kind of like Paula does. Just kind of off the cuff, here I am hanging out being myself. Because that's kind of like what I did on Periscope. I'd have a topic, but then I would run, and we'd end up having long conversations with the regulars. And I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. And Rhonda?
Well, I got all these questions and it was like, ooh. But
do you know what? You can literally just think of them on the spot and you can riff off. It's fine.
Riff
you
off.
Just riff off. You really can. It's really just a place for us to just like start, like just having reflections and thinking about what we're learning and all that kind of stuff. So I'm all chill if we only ever get through one or two questions.
So is riffing off kind of like I'm fixing to?
Yeah.
Just if you want to segue or like it's not even linked or whatever, you just
Rhonda, you're from the South. How South are you, Rhonda?
I'm going to have to write that down.
I think riffing is a jazz term because in jazz you riff. It's like improvisation. You can just improvise, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. They're not like perfect questions or anything.
Yeah, roll with it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think probably there's a couple of things I thought about, and a lot of it is the tech. Now, I think I'm older than all of y'all, and being in my 70s, tech is hard. And, and I've learned a lot of tech stuff, through my work and different things, but every time it's something different, there's a whole new tech to learn.
Yeah. Talk to Peter about me.
Yeah. 3 years ago, I didn't even know what a URL was or, all that sort of stuff. But you have to learn YouTube jargon for one thing.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. But I've gotten pretty techie, and my grandson plays baseball, and they live 2 hours from me. So he sent me an app to where I could watch the games on this app. And he was trying to figure it out. And I said, let me look at it. Man, I just figured it right out. And he said, oh, Mom, you're passing me up in the tech game. There's been a lot of that sort of stuff that I realized that I'm just using in everyday life or in other areas. I have an online business and it's just fine tune that. But I think the biggest thing, being a therapist, we listen a lot, and a lot of times you learn to hold your cards close to your vest. And, I would be a part of a group or whatever, and I wouldn't engage or comment or those sort of things. But on YouTube, to be active as a channel and a creator, you have to engage in that. And it took a little bit for me to start sharing some, personal things on here. I mean, it's like, okay, I'm putting this out into the universe forever. I could do that in my recovery setting, in some other areas. And I share my story at conferences and stuff. And it's pretty real and raw. But on here, I don't know who's going to watch it, you know? And so that being more engaged has helped me, like just in my everyday life, being out. I'm more engaged with people. I went to pick up a pizza and we ordered them, and this other lady and I ordered our pizzas, and we sat down there to wait. We started talking. I normally wouldn't have done that. You know, it's just like I would observe people and everything, but I struck up a conversation with her on, you know, kind of on purpose. But that's what YouTube has done for me, is to be more engaged with other people, because all those numbers, algorithm, views, all of that to me are not numbers. They are people. There's a person behind every single subscriber, every single view, every single comment. There's a person behind that. And so it's just gotten me where I'm just more engaged with people.
It's wonderful.
Would you say that you're more introverted, Rhonda?
I'm
How would you describe where are you at, do you think?
I used to be an extrovert. I had to have all that to feel my energy and stuff. And through recovery, and then I got a degree. I started university. I'm 42 years old. It's like I have my life and the life I have today through recovery. I was codependent, and I had a lot of stuff in my past, and through therapy and 12-step program in different areas, and personal development, I've changed. I have to have my alone time, but I still like people. Yeah. And so it's kind of this, I forget what they call them. They're both.
Is there a new word, ambivert, is it?
Something.
Ambivert or omnivert. I might have seen both, omni and ambi, I think.
Because I need my time alone, and then there'll be a time to where I think, I need to go do something. Yeah. And I'll get out and I'll go to where I'm around people. I got to have
go out and press some physical flesh.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I get too much of that, I got to come home and regroup.
That's the one.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Do you know what? You look incredible, amazing. And I'm not even going to say 470 or anything, but
71.
71. I can't even believe it. You honestly, you look so good. You look so good.
Gorgeous. I think it's Italian. My grandfather was full-blooded.
Oh yes, because you've got that oliveness and those Italian features. Yes,
I still have a little bit of dark.
You do.
Yeah.
So Karen, what have you grown with?
Okay, what have I grown with? Do you know what? I think the thing that for me is I think I've learned to just accept myself, and it's the little things about yourself that you don't like, or you might be critical of your appearance, or I should just own my language. The things that I'm critical about with my appearance, or like not being satisfied with camera stuff or whatever, I'm learning to just really accept that, because I see that, that's what the authenticity is too. Like if you can just, if I can just turn up days and I won't, be fussed about like having much makeup on or anything like that, or I think things aren't perfect, or I don't know, because I really love those videos that other people make, and I really feel comfortable with those people, like when I see people making videos and like just a bit of spontaneous video here or something. So I'm just learning to like really just accept myself and to just sort of, just have fun with that. Like, it's like, well, if I want to have a YouTube channel, well, I'm only going to be getting older and be getting more of, wrinkles and dry skin or whatever. So it's kind of like, honestly, I really believe people don't care, and they're not critical of those things about us, because, we're all in this together, and there's a lot of other 50, 60, 70-year-olds out there, you know what I mean, on YouTube. So I think just learning to accept myself a bit more and just be a bit more relaxed with that. So, yeah.
Karen, I remember the first video I saw you in. You were at the mall talking to yourself.
Yes.
It was the first video. And you have come so far from the mall, because you were talking and you're like, this is so strange. People are looking at me.
Yes.
And it was just funny. And I don't even know what struck me to keep watching you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, but you have come so far in full circle since those days.
Yeah, thanks for that. And I think part of it's the setting too, right? Like I deliberately like wore a bright pink shirt and big shiny earrings and red lipstick and stuff because I was saying, look, I'm just going to try and not worry about people looking at me. So I was trying to sort of the medium as the message as well. So it was like weird, not the normal sort of setting, but yeah, thanks, Alison. And Mrs. G, look, honestly, if there's anything that looks all the smooth bits in my skin is the Botox. Like I'm really upfront about that. So yeah, like not that I'm telling anyone to do Botox, but that any smooth bits, that's what that's about.
I'm going to get some of that in my neck wrinkles.
Yeah, I know that my ladies, I've been planning to sort of like think about it, but it feels a bit scary. I mean, Botox is not a good idea. I do not recommend that to anybody. It's a bad, evil chemical poison. So truly, it really is not great. But yeah, they do Botox in the neck. So I've always been like, and I've never been convinced that the before and afters.
I told you guys the roller. My roller works. Remember my roller? It works.
Okay. Is that, yeah, I don't know. My daughter's had one of those. I mean, can you believe a 20-something-year-old?
It's not just the roller, it's the vibration that goes, the warm vibration.
Okay. Do you think if I was to try it out and get, hey, Kendi K, yes, we are women of a certain age, that's for sure. Awesome. All right. And what did Peter say? Peter said something, what did he say a bit earlier on?
He said something about loving yourself was not done enough, or it needs to be done more.
Yeah. And Nancy said it's very, very humbling, isn't it? Going on YouTube. So yeah, if anyone thinks that you think, that we want to do it because we feel like we look so amazing and great on camera, well, people don't tend to think that, you know what I mean? Like it's more just, well, this is something that we wanted to do, so we're doing it. Yeah. Coming through.
Yes.
And also, if you do have something that someone would notice that's unattractive and you don't let it stop you, then you could get admired for that too, because you're going to still go forward with whatever.
Yeah, I'll do a video of me using my roller.
I think you should.
Do it. Yeah, do it. Do it. And it'll be, I'll use it as an instructional.
Okay.
I'll
teach you, Karen.
Yes. Or we could do a live together, because I think my daughter's got one around here somewhere.
There you go.
If you send me a photo of what it looks like, you never know. Okay. We could do a live and you could just give me some tips.
Okay.
All right. Amazing. Right. Question number 2. Have we been around everybody? I think we have, eh?
Yep.
What have we got here? Security guard. Yes.
Yes.
Sophie. Oh my God. Yes. Sophie. Yeah. Sophie is classy and beautiful. 100%. Oh yeah. There we go. It's the gua sha.
Gua sha.
How do you gua sha?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a different thing. Still
waiting for the ring. I'm wanting on that live. I might order myself a gua sha. Put me down to be in that live.
Yeah. Yes. Anyone, whoever wants to be on the gua sha live, let us know, and we'll plan it, and we'll try and get a time.
Hey guys, my friend is with me.
What? Sorry,
my friend is with me.
The ghost. Yellow. Oh yes.
Oh yes, but where is that? That is yes. Is it the Fisher Price? Share the story.
I saved it. That's in the other room. This is a different computer too.
Oh, there we go, Brenda. This is it. There we go. Brenda from Busy After 60, one of our very, very good friends, just saying that there's a couple of ladies on that she doesn't know, so she wants me to pop up the names. So, yeah, there we go. That'll be, I'm not quite sure whether it's Evie. Do you know Brenda? Or Julie, do you know Brenda from Busy After 60?
No, I don't.
I don't know Brenda.
Okay.
I
right.
don't think so.
This is Brenda here.
Busy After 60.
Yeah.
I recognize the channel name, but I can't put a face with the channel name, but I know I've seen it before.
Yeah. Brenda's had a couple of like massive, tell me if there's more, Brenda, now, but from last I knew, you've got 2 massive popping videos. big viral videos. The one was your decluttering in your parents' attic. Was that like 80,000 plus? And then it's the caravan that you guys did up. So feel free to share. So yeah, Brenda then went on all of her subscribers and all of that kind of stuff. So that was a fun experience for her and for all of us to see. Right. So my thing were my pearl earrings. Yes. Okay. Right. Question number two. What is a mistake that you are glad that you made because it actually helped you grow? What's a mistake that you're glad you made because it actually helped you grow? And anyone can go first.
Should I go first again, or am I being a
Yes.
first hog?
Lovely. Yep. No. I want you to be a first hog, please.
Okay. Well, you remember how I used to whine about trolls all the time? So many trolls on my lives, and they were driving me crazy. And I asked the big whoopie-doo people how to get rid of trolls. Well, I think the mistake that I made that helped me grow was not setting up my troll fighting tech in the beginning. I guess that was a mistake, but not knowing how to fight trolls actually helped me grow, because I don't get many trolls now, rarely any trolls at all, but I survived the troll fights, and now I'm just like, wow, I can deal with trolls. I can deal with whatever comes up on YouTube. It's just no big deal.
Yep, you're just like...
Yeah. And a lot of trolls subscribe
like,
to my channel.
Later bowl. Best of luck.
And a lot of those little precious trolls subscribe to my channel so they could comment and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. So I guess that was a mistake, but it definitely helped me grow.
It did.
Trolls are no big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Nice. Allison, what about you?
A mistake I'm glad I made. Well, I'm constantly making mistakes.
Same. Yeah.
I still haven't figured out the whole editing thing. I'm working on it. And every week I'll tell you I'm working on it. And I truly am.
Yeah.
But some of the ones that I've done are turning out to be better, even though I don't think they are. I guess by messing up, I'm only making it better for myself, because it's the only way we learn is by screwing up. I mean, that's life. We're only going to learn through our mistakes. I mean, it would be great if we didn't have to make a mistake to learn. And we do learn a lot of things without mistakes. But in general, I'm the boof head that always has to make a mistake to say, oh, really? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
So I think it's the frustration of not understanding things is getting me to a calming point of realizing that I just don't understand, and I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah. And I think you deal really well with that. We've just got Ron in here saying, oh, you have to be prepared. Just had a video that went viral. Oh, that's simple retirement journey budget videos. Wow. Because a simple retirement journey budget, are they on our chat at the moment? Or is Ron?
That's Donna.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. 46,000 views in a week. Wow.
Right.
Incredible. Well done. Well done, you. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I like the way you deal with it, Alison. You know, you'll just say it. You know, like if you're feeling like, oh, look, I meant to edit this video and it got sort of chewed up, you know what I mean? Like somehow, you know, whatever. And so this is the one, but I just wanted to get this out anyway because I had this thing I wanted to tell you guys about, you know what I mean? So
wait, can I ask you guys, because I had to miss the week after I gave you guys all a challenge that I couldn't accomplish because like life happened and babies came and babies went and blah, blah, blah. But how did the challenge work out for you guys about changing your thumbnail or whatnot? Did that make a difference on the video you chose?
Yeah, I did that. I took you up on the challenge. And I don't know if it made a difference in like it hasn't been discovered more or anything, but it was really good for me to go through the process. And so I'm going to do that with more of my older videos. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciated that challenge, Allison.
Well, I picked a video that was a short, and you can't change the thumbnail on a short. Like you can't pick a still, you can pick a portion of the video.
A brand new one, that's not.
So I did this week. I picked a video that I did last week, and I didn't get that many views, and I was like, I thought this would be a good one, so I did change it, and I got more views in that short period of time of changing it. So I was just curious what everybody else what happened if you did it.
Yeah, I changed one last night that I used on an end card, but I didn't go back and change any. Did anyone else?
I added a couple of different hashtags to one of my shorts, and my dog shorts do well anyway. My dog is much more popular than I am, Rambo. He's a YouTube star. But I got more views, so I suppose I could attribute it to that, possibly. And I want to go back and do some more of that. I just haven't got around to it yet. So thank you for that reminder, Allison.
Yeah, one of the things I think when I used to change like the YouTube shorts, like the frames, I used to try and think about like what words, like with the captions coming up, like are these the words that I want to appear? Because that's your little ad, right? And I heard someone say the other day something like YouTube isn't a video platform, it's a click and view platform. And so I just thought, I loved that distinction actually, because that, to me, that really summed up all the videos that go, your thumbnail needs to be good and your title needs to be good. But when you say it's a click and view as opposed to it's a video, I don't know. But also, do you know what? And I heard someone else say it's the only platform that where you still have to choose the videos you watch, because Instagram will serve you up the reels, TikTok serves you up the reels. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I was watching, I have a person that I've been following for a long time. I don't really gamble, but I love to watch her and her husband. They're the sweetest, okay? And they have this big hurrah going on to hit 1 million subscribers. And she was making her thumbnail because she got like at one of the casinos, she hit the big jackpot. And so they give you a big check that you hold so that they could put your picture in. And so she goes, okay, this is the backstage of a thumbnail. And so they wrapped her, because she made it on a game called Mo Mummy. And so they wrapped her in toilet paper. Her husband wrapped her hands and her head in toilet paper so they could make the thumbnail of her looking like a mummy for the check of Mo Mummy. And so,
where is the mummy bit coming from?
It's the little guy on the casino game.
It's their little emblem logo or something.
Is a mummy, yeah. So it's Mo Mummy instead of more money. It's Mo Money. So she dressed as but she was so concerned about her thumbnail. Like here they're getting this, $24,000 check, and she's like, what's my thumbnail gonna look like?
Oh my goodness, look at this little gem from Brenda. Who wants to read that out?
I have learned a little trick to be able to have words on my shorts thumbnail. I make the thumbnail with words and save it as a photo, and then I add it to the beginning of my video. That's from Brenda at Busy After 60.
I've been thinking about that, Brenda, like making the picture and then adding it to the beginning. I'll do it.
So then how do you I make the thumbnail with the words and save it as a photo? How do you add the photo to the beginning of your video?
Well, I use iMovie when I'm doing it on my phone. And so I make a screen of.
Yes, of course. You insert it in.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you clip it with your video. Yeah. So you put the photo in, and then you add your little video of you doing the video. Amazing. I love that, Brenda. It's incredible. Good. So who was next? What was our thing? Was it a happy accident one? Are you glad that you made the mistake? What's a mistake you're glad you made? It helped you grow.
Somebody, anybody?
Also, I can say that my old lives, because like I said, I did lives years ago that have just been sitting in my past stuff. And now that I've learned that I can actually go in there and edit in the back, just like I do with my regular short, long form videos, that I can put keywords and I can put in tags and I can do. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes such a difference for being looked at. So I look at like the live stream that I made on Monday. There's so much more traction there than I ever got on my live streams in the past. So a part of me feels really foolish that I never got that before. I never understood that I could do that. So I feel kind of stupid. But on the other hand, I feel really glad that I've learned it now, because that's what's more important, right? Is the fact that we learn something and then we apply it. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Just looking at what Ron's saying. So you can make non-niche type videos, place them in the playlist, but make the video unlisted. I like to do fun things, but don't want to clutter my channel with non-niche in the feed. And make the video. So if you put them in the playlist and you make the video unlisted, like to do fun things. So I guess who then, Ron, gets to see that video? Or do you just like to make the video and then just keep it for yourself in case you ever do want to make it public?
The CEO of YouTube had made that video not that long ago saying that the algorithm really pumps out more of what you watch than what you make. Like you'll get more things put in front of you from what you watch than what you make.
Yeah, I saw him say that too. Yeah, that's right. So
I definitely get that on Instagram.
Yeah, so I've got Lala, a lesson I've learned from past experience, post with a strategy and a schedule. Before I was posting and ghosting. Post with a strategy. So when you say post and ghost, Lala, do you mean that you weren't going back to answer all of your comments? Is that what you mean? I started a second channel yesterday because I like to talk about Christianity. Such a hot topic these days. Yes, Paula, how is your Bible reading channel going? Tell us, how many videos have you made?
Yes, my channel is, my other channel is Mrs. Paula Does Bible Study. And I don't remember how many videos I've made. Maybe not a whole lot, maybe 8 or 9. And I'm not really working on growing it. Like I enjoy seeing my subscriber number come up on this channel. I like to, it's fun to see the subscriber number go up. The other channel, I'm just hoping that if one person needs the message that I'm sharing, that they will find it. So yeah, I'm working on it a little along, and I enjoy it. It's fun to have a second channel.
Yeah, and I think they are hot these days. I mean, I'm Sean Cannell on Think Media. He brought on that lady who was doing the daily readings, didn't he? Did you see that one?
They are quite hot, and I think it was. Who did you just say, Sean? I think it was. Yeah, was it his channel where he talked about the channels about Christianity to avoid? Like those to avoid, and those who are more scammy, or I'm not sure of the right word, but one of the big whoopie-doo YouTubers made a video about religious channels to avoid and religious channels to look at. Yeah.
Oh, she meant posting sporadically when the Spirit moved her. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I guess it's got to be hard, right, if we leave a channel alone for a long time. Not talking about like taking a break, because it's pretty cool, like when people talk about taking breaks, isn't it? Like it just reassures you. Have you guys taken breaks on your channels?
I do on my other one.
I took a break for years, but I don't think that's a break. I think that's more like deserting my channel.
Yeah, that's sabbatical plus.
Yeah, that's abandonment. Yeah, so
abandonment. Yeah.
I was going to say I take breaks from my other social media, though. I mean, I've been known to take a week or 2 off, and I just tell the people, I let them know that I'm taking time off, and I'll see you back on such and such a date, and I come back. So, And some of the people are really waiting excitedly, which always surprises me. So I'm like, okay.
I know. And do you know what? Isn't that really affirming? Like, you know, especially when you do courses and things like that, you know, and someone's trying to sort of say, this is the cookie cutter, like this is the way, the truth, the life on YouTube, you know, and, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with your personality and your life and what you want to share. Mrs. Porter's Bible study. Yeah. Great. Okay, who's next? Okay, right, let's just look at Peter. Peter, I take a break after every video. That's a mistake I'm learning from. I found a 90-day challenge to follow to give me some structure. Oh, is that April Lynn? Did you guys see that? Did you guys?
Yeah, I saw that.
April Lynn? Yes.
Have you done that before?
I have not done
about?
that. Oh, April Lynn, that YouTuber. Anyway, I see that she's doing a 90-day thing, I think. Peter's saying yes. Peter's saying yes. Peter's doing it. Yeah, tell us, Peter. Please give us a cheat sheet. Oh my God, you know what? And people are doing full-on things at the moment. They're doing 75 hard and 75 soft. Have you guys seen people doing those?
What are you talking about?
I've seen it, but I don't want to do it, especially the 75 hard.
Yeah.
What
do you tell Alison what you know about 75 hard, Paula?
Isn't Dora doing it?
Dora is doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think Jace was doing like a 75 soft.
Okay. The only thing I know about it, Allison, is that I don't want to do it. So go on Dora's channel and you can learn more about it.
See, I haven't been getting notifications of Dora, and Dora and I used to jump for joy together.
Oh, well, she's had a bunch of lives. So, yeah, go check her out. Not right now, but later.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need to this sounds bad, but do you need to unsubscribe and then subscribe again and then go to your notifications and make sure that they're all, do you know what I mean? Like, you know how you turn your computer off and then you turn it back on?
Yeah,
it sounds scary, unsubscribing.
I don't know.
I'm ignoring September 23 talk. The 75 hard, that's so full on. And I hear people talking about, it's quite a long list of things that they do. They do the stuff, for 75 days. And the hard is a clue, isn't it?
Yes.
The hard word. They're doing for example, 2 types of it. There's actually a prescribed 75 hard. It's 2 types of exercise for at least half an hour. You might read a certain thing. You know what I mean? Just sort of, it's quite a lot.
So this isn't regarding videos. This is just a life thing.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. You know, it's just like a challenge.
I thought you were talking about a YouTube thing. And I'm like,
no,
this is sounding obscene.
Yeah.
I think people use YouTube to report in their progress. So because part of the thing is they're supposed to post a picture every day of themselves. A lot of people do the 9-day hard, whatever. How many? 75 hard is for fitness. I think that's where it started. You have to do 2 workouts, 2 45-minute workouts a day, 1 outdoors, and read for 10 minutes. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I know people who've done it, but mostly fitness people.
75
I clearly am not a fitness person.
I went and bought one of those jigglers, and it's really working. Killing my legs.
Allison got a jiggler. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Right.
So I started my YouTube channel. I was doing videos on Facebook, and I retired, and my son said, you need to move that stuff to Facebook. And so I did. And I did the videos because my friends were asking me to do these. And so I moved over to Facebook. And I think the mistake I made was I didn't really learn anything about Facebook. I just did Facebook and I just moved my videos over. So, as far as the videos and stuff, I didn't have a microphone. I didn't, had decent lighting. And of course I've got my office set up because I do telehealth in here. And so, but I didn't learn about YouTube and the stuff about YouTube. So I had my channel for 18 months and had 95 subscribers. And I did the post, and then I wouldn't, and then I would, and it was not consistent, but I'd never really learned about YouTube and what it was about. So I decided in October of last year that I was gonna start doing that. And then of course life happened. My mother passed away. Then a week later, I had a best friend that died. And for 2 months, I didn't do nothing on the channel. So the middle of December, still with just 95 subscribers and, a handful of videos, I decided to commit to posting, and I learned everything I could about doing YouTube. And, really this year, but I don't know if I'd call that a mistake or but that's how I went about it. But I do know that I feel like I didn't really start my YouTube channel till the middle of December in 2024, even though I've had it well over 2 years. But I think sometimes the mistakes or the obstacles or some of those things are the very best teachers and things that, I had a good foundation when I started to really learn, and I didn't edit a video till, I don't know, I'd already had my channel a year. I got a microphone and I started editing my videos. I still don't do a lot of editing, but I do.
Yeah. So do you more like trim and just sort of like cut out the bits that you don't want? That's what you mainly do, eh?
Yeah. A lot of times I'll be rocking along and my dogs go ballistic and they're barking their heads off. So I just sit here and wait until they're done. So, but, and then I just cut that out, start over.
Would you ever like put some of those in as bloopers at the end just because?
I have.
Oh,
and
good.
It's so funny. The funny story is I don't know what happened to my camera, but I'm going along and it just zoomed way in, like all you could see was like
that's gold. That's bloopers gold, Rhonda.
I did. I put it at the end, but when I put words in and I misspelled bloopers. It said,
bloopers.
A friend told me, she said it was the best blooper she'd ever seen because it was a blopper.
Yeah. Because it was what?
And I didn't go back and edit it, or I just left it because he said she laughed so hard. The combination of it said blopper and then all of a sudden it zoomed in on my eye, like this part of my face. I don't even know what video it's in.
Oh my goodness.
Love that. Love that. I mean, do you know what? That's a beautiful happy accident, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
That really is. Yeah.
But I did add it and I left it,
Yeah, totally. Totally right. Yeah. Who wants to go next?
Who hasn't gone?
Just looking at the
I haven't gone.
Okay. Yeah, great, Evie.
Well, the accident that I'm still making, and I'm not happy about it. So I can't make a good thumbnail to save my life. I think they end up looking cartoony, or I don't like the colors. And I did start out with Canva making all my thumbnails, and I would look at like a successful channel that had been on for a long time, and I would look at their current thumbnails and go back through. You can go to oldest and you can look at their old thumbnails, and I saw the styles change, just like hair and clothing. And I was like, it's just too much. I can't make I don't feel like I can add anything to the thumbnail to make it subtle but attractive. And I do better just letting YouTube give me the choice of one of the three. And I went back, and this has been a while ago, but I went back and changed all my thumbnails off of the ones that I made and let YouTube pick, I picked one of the 3 and they started getting viewed again. People did not like my thumbnails. Just a title and whatever picture that they, even if it's, I mean, I roll with it. Even if it's not flattering, I just leave it there. But I would like to make an attractive thumbnail, but then that's just more work too.
Right.
It is. I think there's a lot to be said for quite like the native, like being pulled, like the YouTube ones. And I just think that sometimes, who was it that said, it was Candy K, wasn't it? That said that was she in Walmart and there was the Grinch and something else or something?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that a grab? Wasn't that one of her most popular videos?
Mm-hmm.
It was, yes.
Yeah.
There's something so much different from a genuine capture of your emotion rather than a posed. And I cannot take a posed picture of myself. I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know if you're the same way, but there's certain people that are photogenic and you can just look at them with the camera and they're like, and it looks gorgeous. And then there's other people like me that'll be like, oh, I mean,
yeah.
So it's not flattering, or my eyes are closed.
Yeah.
So
you look like the emoji that's going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Me
So,
too.
I know. And then you're thinking, thanks, YouTube. Really? That's the best you could have picked?
But the thing is, it's better than what I can do.
That's right.
Wow.
Amazing. Peter's saying that he's posted the 90-day challenge. This is April Lynn's, her download. Yay, Peter. Thank you. Peter's given his email over to April Lynn with the video and worksheet into the school community if they want, they can join them with the challenge. Yeah, amazing. And keep us updated on how yours is going. Trying to get more comfortable and use my face and my thumbnails. People recognize that they're my videos. Sometimes I forget to take a selfie where I am. Yeah. I used to always think that I needed to take a selfie like in my the same clothes as my video. And then you just forget sometimes, or you just don't like the photo or whatever. And then just one time I thought, hang on, I'm sure people aren't always in the same clothes. And then I started really noticing, and it was really quite a job for me to try and work out, because by the time you see the thumbnail and then they're into the video, boom, you've forgotten the thumbnail. So now I just sort of pick any photo and might blank out the background, but it is nice to have one that relates for sure, because that's.
I actually just take a screenshot of my video.
Yeah. Do you mean from your phone or on your?
On my phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Screenshot it and then I put it on Canva, and I usually remove the background. And that's one thing that I've learned is to make really short, like my. I used to have far too detailed thumbnails, and one thing I've learned is to make them very short, very short, very keyword SEO friendly little titles, or not even the titles, because the title's different than that on the thumbnail. So fewer words. I've learned to make fewer words.
And is that what the gurus are telling us to do as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fewer words, simple thumbnails.
Yeah, I don't like the thumb. It's not me. Some people might really like to have so many people are really melodramatic on their thumbnail faces. And then there's a trend. It seems like there's a certain style of studio that all of these YouTubers use. That's just not me. So I will not do, as I said earlier, I just won't do those things that don't reflect who I am. Mm-hmm. So I think I have one thumbnail where I'm making kind of a face trying to emulate what others are doing, but I was like, nah, that's not me. So
yeah, exactly. And do you know what? The more I think about it, the more I just think that when everything gets all samey, it kind of doesn't stand out, does it? So it's quite nice just to be I don't know, have your home in the background. You know what I mean? And you don't have a studio with a blue light over here and an orange light over here. All of that. DaVinci Resolve. So I don't have that problem. You could use Zoom in to eliminate that writing from showing up. iMovie, take a pic from your video. Is that what you use, Evie? Do you use iMovie? Did you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I use.
Yeah. I've finally accepted my basic smile face. I can't get crazy. I'm a bit too introverted. Do you know what, too? And the thing is, too, is it's like you do just have to be authentic to yourself, eh? And like whatever you feel comfortable doing, you know what I mean? Like on your thumbnail as well.
And we're all
Do you know
different.
what-
I mean, that's part of what makes the world interesting,
It
is
is.
that we're not cookie cutter people. You know,
True.
we're all uniquely and wonderfully made, right? So therefore, all of our things are going to be slightly different according to how we were put together and what our gifts are and what we're bringing to the world. So I think that's important. So.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Have we gone around everybody for that second question, the mistake we made?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Okay. I guess my one will be is when I did a quick video on a beach one night and it wasn't dark at the beginning, but then it got dark at the end. So it was a 10-minute video. And I think that I just super quickly, like just chose one of the YouTube, like whatever YouTube brought up, 3 suggested. And I picked one of those and I didn't put any words in the background. And so every now and then I look at that and I think, oh, that's just a very dark night. You can see a silhouette of a person on a beach. But I kind of think I didn't put any words on that. I shouldn't have probably picked the dark thumbnail. But you know what? I just left it because the reason why I left it is I thought it was quite a personal video anyway. And I thought mainly it'll be my friends that'll watch it because I was really talking a bit about how I, sometimes struggle with spending time with my mum and just, sometimes like little irrelevant, like little family complexities that don't matter in the end, but I'd had a nice day with my mum. So I was talking about that. And I just quite like the fact that it was a little experiment, like, okay, this is a non-appealing thumbnail and not many people will watch it. So every now and then it just intrigues me to see if it gets more views or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just glad I left it there because I just think I'm telling people all the time to experiment and have fun and see what you can break without getting your channel pulled down.
You had a thumbnail I liked. I don't know when you posted it, but it was the video before last I watched. And I think there's a lot of sky in the background and you're like kind of off to the side and popped in and maybe you have a camera or something.
Oh, yes. Document your journey. Document your journey.
I liked it because it looked like you were photobombing your own thumbnail.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Fiji water girl. Yeah.
I love that.
At the Oscars. Yeah.
Like peeking in.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Do you know what? I literally did that one night around the corner from my work when I thought, oh, great, I'll just like this. But, I'm the manager of a bus depot and my buses were still coming and going because, you know what I mean? And so people were saying the next day, like, what were you doing outside in your car? Oh, just nothing. My mum or something, It's got to keep these things on the down low.
So
you should have told them you were making a movie and just let them wonder what kind of movie it was.
Yes, exactly. Independent filmmaking. Hey, Jennifer. You looked familiar. Little Portion Cottage. I've watched your older channel, but don't remember the name of the older channel. Yeah, thanks, Peter. All right. Next question. How has YouTube changed the way you see yourself, or hasn't it? Let's run with that. Has it changed the way you see yourself, or hasn't it? Paula.
that's a good change up. I like that.
Yeah.
I think YouTube has changed the way I see myself. And this refers back to the first question, what skill have I developed because of YouTube? I see myself as a person, I started to say unafraid. Unafraid seems a bit strong. Less hesitant. I see myself as a person who's less hesitant to do new things on YouTube. Okay, like my Hilda Joy shorts, something I enjoy. My dishwashing diaries, lives. Just a person who's more likely to try new and different things. And like when I first started my channel back in December of last year, I would never have dreamed that I would be on a live tonight with all of you beautiful ladies. This is just amazing. It's still amazing to me. So yeah, I see myself as a person who's more likely to try new things regarding YouTube, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I am, I don't know, kind of consider it marking things off my bucket list now. Like I have a reason to do it. Like I'm videoing things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Going places, and it's like now I have a reason to video it. Doing things, I have a reason to video it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's helping me mark things off my list of wants to do.
Was
Do you
going
think-
back to the North Woods, that was something you wanted to do for quite some time, sure.
For the longest time. I never I could cry about it now. I never thought I'd get to do it.
Mm-hmm. And you
That was
did.
really touching, that video.
I'm home. I still remember.
You're joyously running around and it felt like childhood stomping ground. Was it back from your childhood?
Yeah, I grew in the summers, every summer for 10 years, I went to camp, and it was in northern Wisconsin. It was about 8 hours from home. And so I was a camper and then a counselor, and I spent every summer there for 8 weeks. And I never thought I'd get to go back. My one daughter went, but we drove her to Illinois where she caught the bus so she could meet the other campers. And then they took the bus from Chicago to Wisconsin. So I never got to go for Parents' Day or anything. So it was a different experience. I didn't get to go see her as a parent. But it was remarkable.
Yeah. The joy came through in your videos.
Yeah.
And Peter's saying he's waiting for the Thelma and Louise road trip. Ladies.
Coming. My camera bracket just came today.
Yay!
The mask came from AAA. Got those going.
Awesome. I'm ready.
Yep. I love that. So did you answer that question fully, Alison, about how it changed the way you see yourself? Or not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing more than I ever thought I would.
Yeah. And maybe sometimes, maybe we're a little bit more encouraged to do something or to go somewhere if we kind of think, really add on to this and it'll be fun to film it for content.
Right.
That's an okay. That's an okay extra reason, if it is ever. What about you, Rhonda?
I don't know that YouTube has changed the way I see myself, but it's changed the way I hear myself or I think about my voice because, you can take the girl out of Southern Oklahoma, but you can't take Southern Oklahoma out of the girl. And of course, I moved 73 miles south to Texas, and here I am.
My gosh, we're neighbors. We're neighbors.
Oh, really?
We're neighbors. My daughter went to Stillwater.
Yeah, well, that's pretty close. Even Evie and I live 2 hours apart.
My God, we're all neighbors then. I'm 45 minutes from the border.
Oh, really?
I'm in Texas, but I'm 45 minutes from the border.
I live in north central Texas. So
we are close.
Yeah. But, I've always joked that I spoke hick phonics. Because I'm from Hicktown, and it's like, and that I don't know. Always thought I sounded kind of wangy, but I have had more people since I've started doing videos and the talking, and that my voice is calming and so soothing, and all of the, and it's like, man, I just that's been a shock to me, and to be able to accept more that wang or whatever you want to call it in my voice, and just be authentic. I mean, it's like, so
Yeah.
Asked about it, and it's not so much the accent as some of the stuff I like. You know, somebody say, "Have you been to the grocery store?" And I'll say, "No, I done been."
Too.
I know, you know what I'm talking about, Paula. I've done been to the grocery store.
Absolutely. I done been too.
Yeah, yeah. And I watch Kentucky Life with Evie, and she's all the time talking about going rat killing. Well, I say that I'm going rat. I got to finish my rat killing.
Debbie Sue, she's got a lot of the little.
Yeah. I was laughing at her the other day when she found her Werthers, and she said, "I was shocked out of my gourd," and I just laughed.
I left her so many comments on that. I was Googling the maple ones, like literally there's none in New Zealand, and I'm literally thinking, oh, my son's in Australia. I mean, literally, I'm like literally getting obsessed, you know, with them.
Trying to find them, but I just laughed out loud. But that's the kind of stuff that I've just, you know, just come to terms with, and they're that stuff's beginning to come out in my videos, you know, because I worked clinically, and you know, I worked in corporate, and then I was an executive director of a small facility, and so I know how to talk proper. You know,
of course we all do. We've all got our own little, you know, little slang and our little, you know, our really super informal chat, you know, like when we're at home and with mates and stuff.
What were you saying, to razz off, or what?
Oh yeah, riff off, yeah, just riff off, yeah. And we've got Joanna saying, I think being on YouTube will help me get over my 70s child complex of being seen and not heard. Yeah, like we used to get kicked outside. Stop flapping your ears and listening to adults. And I'm thinking, okay, like I wasn't like, you know, like, you know, like you just got insulted just for being a 70s kid. You know what I mean? Like, get outside and play. You know, they'd kick you out, and then it got dark. They'd call you back in. And then if you didn't come back in straight away, like you'd get told off for not coming back in straight away. It's like, dude. Yeah. And you know what else too? And I mean this in the nicest way about myself and about all my Kiwi little tings and tangs and accent and everything. But, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure, isn't it? The things that you think are a little bit like, oh, I'm a bit awkward and embarrassed about this thing that's about my culture or my upbringing or something. Actually, someone else is going to delight in that. You know,
yes,
like
absolutely.
we do see that. We see that, don't we, on YouTube?
We do.
Pictronics. Yeah, Jennifer is loving that. I've never heard that before either. But as soon as you said it, I just understood it.
See, Debbie Sue just said she found another bag today.
Oh my goodness. Well, please do not eat them on camera because that would be cruel. Actually, the bag looked like it literally.
Are you wanting Werthers or something? Are you needing a Werthers?
Maple cream or maple cream Werthers?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to
shoot across the ocean.
Do you know what, too? I have to say, this is what goes through my mind, you know, like when you're watching videos, I'm literally watching Debbie like hold the bag up, and I'm just thinking, there looks like there's quite a lot left in that bag. She's got good, what do you call it, restraint, good self-restraint. And then because I know that she's a vegetarian and she just eats so healthfully and she's so, you know, beautifully slim and everything, I'm like, of course, she's not a big pig. She's not eating the whole bag, you know what I mean? Like once you pop, you can't stop. But these are all the things that I'm thinking about while I'm thinking, because the bag looked like it was still quite full.
You guys, I had a roommate in college that went 2:00 would come on, General Hospital would be on, and she'd take 7 M&Ms and her Diet Coke and wrap up her M&M bag and put it back in the fridge. And I'm like, did you just take 7 M&Ms?
Wow.
Like,
that's amazing.
That's going to get you through this hour.
That is restraint.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can never do that.
7 bags, maybe, but.
Maybe, yeah. 7. Who is next to answer that question?
I haven't answered yet. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
So as I've said before, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. And one of the reasons I started was, okay, this is going to sound crazy. I'm totally OG over here. But back before selfie was a word. Do you all remember those days before the word selfie? And so I was on, I'm still there, a photo sharing platform called Flickr.
Yes.
And I had just gotten my first digital camera, which took me forever to get because I thought, I don't want to learn anything new. My brain can't take anything new. And this is like 2006, I guess. And so I did this thing
You
called
thought it was bad then.
yeah, the 365-day self-portrait challenge. So I did that. And so then I decided I wanted to do a 30-day video self-portrait, which is really what, shorts or that. I mean, we've turned into the self-portrait challenge that I did. And I was doing that when I was homeschooling my son because I had to take him out of school so the school could get their act together for him. And it's so funny because I was watching one of those old videos, I think from 2007, and I'm talking and you can't see yourself. I was holding my phone backwards so I could video myself. And I was saying, one thing I've learned, and my voice is kind of higher than it is now because, that's almost 20 years ago. And I was like, one thing I've learned when I talk on these videos is I make all kinds of funny faces. And then I see my son talking at 6. His speech was not very good. And I've just translated for him. And my skin looked so nice, not gua sha, just I was so much younger. And I'm like, those faces weren't that weird, Julie. What the heck are you talking about?
I know.
But it was really fun to go back. And like, now I'm fine with my funny faces. I mean, if they're sincere and authentic funny faces, of course. But
I know.
so I guess I'd say YouTube, I've learned to appreciate all the iterations of myself. So the long ago me, I find her charming and sweet, and I'm getting emotional. She just had no idea what was coming next, and I'm glad she didn't know a lot of it. And and I'm so grateful to be showing up now as this version of myself.
Yeah, and I liked what you were saying. I think, were you saying it in your live or were you saying it in another video where you were sort of like just touching on, challenging years that you've had, recent challenging years. And you said, what was the word that you used? Like you said, you don't sort of want to be like really going into that and like really doing big videos on, each of them as a topic and things like that. Like,
right.
What did you call that? What do you call that?
I can't remember what I called it.
You had some word like, I don't know. Now I'm sort of making something up like tragedy. You know what I mean? Like
trauma.
Sort of said,
I was like trauma. I do.
Yeah, trauma. You didn't say trauma content, but you literally had some pretty cool little saying for it.
You'll have to look back. Sometimes I say things really smart.
It just would have come out. It would have just been naturally just come out.
Yeah, because I was going to say, people have oftentimes told me so many times, well, you should write a book about that. You should write a book about that. I'm like, my life would be, and this is also old school, but saying like my life could be a whole Lifetime movie series. Do you know how they have those movies about a woman once had, I mean, it's ridiculous how many things I've gone through to get here. I think most of us have been through a lot of rough things.
Right.
And I just don't want to capitalize on that as who I am on YouTube.
That's the word that you used. You don't want to
I don't want to capitalize on some of that really hard stuff. But I will talk about it and I will answer people's questions, but that's not like my main content area.
No,
I'd rather talk about, here I am in my 60s having a great time, and I hope I want to inspire other people to still be having a good time at age 60, whatever they've gone through. So I don't hide those things. I'm very open talking about, I did a short this week where I'm sitting there. It's a very quiet short where I was reading poetry at an outdoor space. And I just did a voiceover saying how, when I made this video, I was reading poetry and just being totally at peace. And I didn't know at that time that I had heard my mother's voice for the last time.
Mm.
And so, it's not like, it's just, those simple little things I think will really help other people a lot. And I don't need to, anyway, this is my philosophy. I don't want to make a whole channel about grief, but I've grieved so much. I'm like, I've had so many losses in my life, but I really have no interest of having that my primary focus.
No, I think that's what LinkedIn is for these days. People are doing that on LinkedIn quite a bit.
Yeah, you can see it everywhere. Because I talk about grief and I watch grief stuff, that I get a lot of it. It's just like I get a lot of fitness things. I'm like, and clearly I'm not a fitness person, but I get a lot of fitness stuff sent to me.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think touching back on what we were saying before about, is it Neil Mohan, like the YouTube guy? But he was saying that that is that real, like, the algorithm doesn't lie, like what it shows you. It knows what we're watching. Like we might think, oh, like I just want to see cooking, I just want to see something else or something like that. But actually, obviously, is feeding you up what it knows that, you know, that's how they make their money. Obviously.
Yeah, you have to start watching that stuff. Like I'll start watching writing stuff if I want. I'll just watch, because I learn from those videos that are in my niche, you know, so I'll look up things purposefully on whatever topics I'm making videos about, and then they'll start feeding them to me more. It doesn't take very long for that to happen either.
No. And Jennifer from Introvert in Alaska, she's asking who you are speaking. So that's why I popped everyone's names up again. Great. Did you have a poem? Just while we're still like, we're sort of, what have we got? We've got about 5 or 10 minutes to go or something like that. Did you find a poem for us? Because you read a really lovely poem for us last week.
I do have a poem, yeah.
Yeah, great. because.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I think y'all will like this. I chose it very specifically. Some of you may know the end of this poem is a very famous quote that is often made into memes. So this is a chance for you to hear the whole thing.
Oh.
It's called The Summer Day by Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who is eating sugar out of my hand, who is moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearm and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Beautiful,
that's Mary Oliver,
Julie.
Summer Day.
That is beautiful.
Mary Oliver, The Summer Day. She was amazing.
Amazing.
And so you're a poetry reader?
Yeah, I'm a poet performer. I'm a poetry performer.
Poet performer. Yes. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Julie. Love it. Love it.
I'll put the title of the poem because you can look it up. That last line I see, well, probably because, you know, I'm a Mary Oliver fan, but really a lot of people use that last line in memes a lot, which is, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?
Love it.
Sometimes I'll say, what will you do with your one wild and precious day? You know, I'll say, today is September 6th, 2025. What are you going to do with this one wild and precious September 6th, 2025?
Yeah. With this now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very motivating.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Love it.
She's really amazing.
What is the meme? Did you say that?
It's just, I see it a lot in a lot of memes. You notice people when they put quote memes up. Yeah. And if you want that book, Mary Oliver has a book called Devotions. And it's like a big copy of a book that has a lot of her poems, because she had a huge career. One of the best-selling American poets of the 20th and 21st century. So.
Okay. You're getting lots of love here in the comments. You got some goosebumps. You've got some clapping. That was so beautifully read.
Thank you so much. I have a poetry performance tomorrow. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you guys think? Would that be nice to have a poem every time if Julie would so kindly do that for us?
I would love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad to share. Sure.
Do you know what? And it's really different too. It's really fun.
It is. That was a lovely poem.
Yeah.
Thank you. I tried to choose carefully according to the topic today.
You did very well.
So beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Where are we at on our has YouTube changed the way you see yourself or not? Have we gone around?
Yep.
For that one?
I haven't gone yet.
Did Evie?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
sorry.
think Evie
Yeah,
went.
great, Evie.
I wanted to touch on the hic phonics. Is that what you called it, Rhonda? Okay. So I was raised on the West Coast and I moved to Texas. I've been here since 87. So I've been here a long time, but I hadn't been here like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years. You know, I got a little community of girlfriends that had little kids, and my husband called me when he was going to leave work, and he said, you know, before cell phones, and he said, all right, I'm going to leave work. I'll be home, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, I'm just fixing to start dinner. And he said, what? So I repeated myself, and he said, no, you're going to start making dinner. Anyway, when you're around the people that speak like that, you speak just like them.
You do.
Mhm.
But back to the question, I don't remember the exact question, but I remember my answer.
Yeah, great. Give us your answer. That's
Okay,
even
my
better.
answer is that I think for all of us women, most of us, there's different times in our life that we're like, no, I don't want to be in the picture for one reason or another. No, my hair's not right. I'm too heavy. My whatever is wrinkled. I don't have any makeup on. I didn't have a shower, and we always shy away. And so I was one of them that made a mistake of trying to avoid pictures. Not all of them, but I could have been in more than I was in. And the ones that I'm in, I look back on and I'm like, that wasn't bad. What was I so afraid of, you know? And the older we get, the worse and worse the pictures get. But in this community that I was fortunate enough to somehow land in, the women are willing to share, this is what I'm self-conscious about, this is what bothers me. And I find it so interesting because the things that they pick themselves apart for, I never saw, I don't see. And I realize I do the same thing, that what I'm self-conscious of, or I wish people didn't see, they're not seeing it. And if they do ever see it and they like me, they're like, oh, that's just Evie. She's got 4 chins and we love all 4 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying though, is it's refreshing to be this age, to be 62, and to find this group of ladies that support your journey into old age.
Yes. Yes.
And I appreciate everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think about my husband's mum, my precious mum-in-law, who is no longer with us. But I remember that one day when she was saying that, you know, she used to hate all the, you know, the early photos of herself. She thought she was chubby, you know, and then it's like, and then looking back, she's, you know, but you know why she felt she was chubby? Because she had a sister-in-law who was built completely differently and was little and tiny with little thin, tiny bones and things. And so she was comparing herself all the time to her. But she just sort of said in her mind, you know, she just had this in her mind, you know, like that pussycat looking into the mirror and you're seeing a lion or something, you're seeing something different, but not in a good way, you know what I mean? So same thing, you know, all of us, we go, oh, we had all these hang-ups and stuff. And then we realized that actually people go through illnesses, we go through illnesses and hard stuff. And really, I felt vain about feeling like I had some extra pounds on, you know, instead of being a bit more present or letting yourself be more joyful or something.
Or even like I have bifocals, and so I try to see myself in the camera and I catch myself going, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm often doing that, like when I'm wearing my reading glasses, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to laugh at my grandparents because they'd be like, you look like a librarian.
That's it. That's it.
Now I'm doing
a judgmental one, yeah. Is there any other kind?
No talking in the library.
Yeah. Oh, those rules seem to be out the window here in New Zealand. It's just a big party now in the library. No wonder why people are doing the body doubling with us studying and watching like live streams of other people studying, because it's too noisy in the library now. I sound like an old person now. Like, it's too noisy in the library. There's a video I'm going to share that relates to what Evie is saying. Love that. Yeah. I really wish I had more pictures of me with my son, but I got him in a lot of pictures with his dad or by himself. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think the more of us that show up, it gives us permission as well. I don't know, I can feel permission. Like we say, Jen from Silver and Solo, she encouraged so many of us. I know I used to watch her and she'd go, you should do this too, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, Jen, you're doing this and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Okay, have we gone around the room on that one?
Allison, did you answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Self-acceptance. And then how about this one to take us out? Here we go. That's so, where are we up to? We've got a quick colour in my hair when I was 59. Yep. My grandson commented on my hair. I didn't look like a mummy anymore. I look like a grandma now. Exactly. That's great because I am a grandma. How blessed am I? Yeah. All right. When do you feel most like a real creator, to take us out? Last couple of minutes.
Right now.
Right now. This is feeling creatory, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's my favorite question of the ones that you sent us, Karen. They were all great questions, but yes, along with Allison, when I go live with you lovely ladies, I feel like a real whoop-de-doo creator.
Yeah, I know. And then do you know what? And then one day Susan said something like, blah, 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 we should bring them on the show. And then I heard Kendi Kay saying, blah, blah, blah. Yes, the panel. And I go, wow, like we're talking about our little lives in this super cute way, which is pretty fun.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, great. Love it, Paula. Who else? Joanna is loving this content. You need to come on with us, Joanna. You need to come on and get this creatory feels like,
It's delightful.
It's delightful.
Go ahead, Allison.
That's what I said. I started it off and I said, being here now.
Yes, you did. You did. Absolutely.
Yep.
It reminded me of the children's story, The Velveteen Rabbit, and how she becomes a real rabbit because she's really loved. And so I think that reflects back to what we're saying here, that when we're here together in community, sharing who we are and sharing our stories, that really helps us feel like real creators, being 100% ourselves, and we're reflecting back to each other kind of the wonder of who each of us is.
Yes.
Yeah. Individually and collectively.
Yeah. And and did you say the gratitude?
Yeah.
We feel so grateful. And and that's why too, like I just want to make sure that all of you guys know that if you have got some other creators that that would love to come on a live, because not everyone can make every Friday night live. So we always want to try, just like with you, Rhonda, you had things on last weekend and I kept in my mind to like tap into you, shoulder tap you for this week. So if any of you have got friends or know anyone, please do and just invite them, send me an email or whatever, because we just always want to keep on bringing new people on and just read all of that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, definitely. This feels really creatory, doesn't it? And also sometimes if I'm having a bit of a late night doing some editing or something like that, that feels like the creator grind, doesn't it? Okay, I'm a YouTuber, like it's late or something, and before I go to bed, I just want to get this. I'm doing looking up description from ChatGPT or blah blah blah, all of that stuff. That feels creatory.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else on that?
I want to shout out to Peter. He just made a comment about how he bought a new mic and a ring last night, and that's when whatever. But Peter, he took a call on the WhatsApp from me because he was trying to help me get my passwords back. My husband worked for Microsoft, and so he wanted me to use the authenticator to use I can't get onto my Apple passwords, guys, at all. And that's so awful. Peter so kindly offered to help us, and he ran across the same thing. It was like we both hit the wall. It's like he now understands where I was hitting the wall. But I wanted to say thank you, Peter, for trying to rescue us. And in 16 hours, we might find out if Apple calls me to tell me that I'm free. My account's locked and all my passwords are locked. I can't do anything.
So this is Saturday morning for me. So I was lying in bed, catching up on people's channels and things like that. Next thing, I see a WhatsApp group call coming through, and like I'm lying in bed, you know what I mean? Like this, and I quickly like tap it and then quickly face it to the ceiling so people didn't have to get that view. And I quickly face it to the ceiling, and then I look at it on an angle and I go, that's Peter and Alison. And then I'm going, okay, what's happening here? And then Peter was like full in tech help desk mode going, okay. He had the headphones on. He was doing all the chat. And Alison was going all the blah, blah, and the Microsoft this and the blah, blah. And then I kept it there. And then I thought, what will happen if I just end this call? Like, just leave. What will that be okay? And then I just literally go, I go, leave the call. And I'm like, I'm sure that's going to be okay by them. But I was like, and I'm like, why did I even answer that? Because I'm like, whoa, they're calling. I better get it. But I'm like, ceiling.
I was wondering what was happening. I'm like, are you with Peter?
I know. Are you secretly with Peter? Where's Peter's wife? What are you quickly showing the ceiling?
Karen, that would have been a good video.
Honestly, I know. And it reminds me of, I had this boss that just said, thank goodness in their old 70s house, they finally got rid of this wardrobe that had mirrors opposite their bed. And she said she used to like have to look at herself like, you know, sitting up in bed. And she just said really bad. Well,
I heard you say Alison.
Yeah. I know. Literally, I'm just like, I'm sure I've got enough brownie points in the emotional bank account that I can just leave and no one's going to ever mention this. Yeah. Amazing, everyone. Look, is that us? Does anyone else have anything to add before we... I'm going to have to go here,
but I really appreciate everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Really fun.
Awesome.
It's been really fun.
Thanks for inviting me. Yeah.
You are so welcome. You're always invited, Rhonda. So,
So glad to have you.
Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live. And just feel free to invite anyone as well, because, you know, we're just riffing off all the time.
I don't know. Rhonda, Evie, and I actually probably live fairly close together, so we might have to do a lively together.
There you go.
Yes, and also, yes, Alison, we need you to organize. We're going to go get the little roller things.
Okay, I'm going to put it.
I'm not going to use it.
I'm going to do a short showing you what it is. So
tell me what it is. But if we go on a live together and you just give us instructions, because my daughter used to put hers in the together. So I want to do everything properly to get the good effect that it's going to give me.
Yes,
you guys, because I had weight loss surgery, so my face is sunken in. So this has come a long way. Like this has come a long way.
Yeah, a lot melted away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little swan neck now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on a
Still
rocking
got work,
chair?
but you know.
Yeah. Are you on a little rocking chair, eh?
I am. I'm sorry.
I know, it's so cute, your background. All right, beautiful ladies. Thank you so much.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining in, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.